And greetings, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Look at this. Look at behind me. Behind me is a new section of the university, a competition center, and that was that was Maisie walking past me because she is working on this center. And as you can see, it's dark on the inside. So even though it looks pretty done, it's not. It is, she's still working. Whoa, look at that. Look where she is. Okay, so I'm going to change my view. And it's morning in Jalapari. It is early in the morning. See this little area here? I think this little area is not going to come up. I think this little area is actually going to come down. See how we have this piece right here? I think this piece is actually going to come away. This piece right here. And it's going to be like this. We're going to take the dirt from this section right here, and this section right here, she's going to take the dirt from here, and we're going to put it under here because we don't have anything under this building. And we're off and running at Hollywood Park. We have started right away, right off. And so let us begin. I think I'm just going to need a piece of dirt in my hot bar in order to do the thing that I want to do, and that is to use the tool, the scan tool. So let's get a scan tool. We're going to use some Minecolonies magic. Scan, and we're going to fix that underground in a much faster way than, so let's go from here. Let's make that the top all the way to here, and let's see what that does. Let's see what that looks like. That gives us a fair amount. It doesn't give us the whole thing, but it gives us a good amount. Let me see how far down it goes. I don't think it goes down far enough. I think it's only the top edge. Sure enough, so let's do it the other way. Let's go from here. See this part right here? Let's make this the top edge right here. And let's go all the way down to here, right here. Now let's see what number we get. That's more like it. Okay, and that's the number that we need. And then we can do this, resources, and the air is what we want to replace. Replace the air with dirt. Select and replace the grass blocks. We don't have to replace the grass. Short grass, replace with dirt. Replace, and everything else is good. So we have grass and dirt, and dun, 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 dun. And so now we have this piece of hill here that this is sitting on, and so we can let this go. Let the scan tool, oh no, I did it again. No, I let the scan tool go before I got rid of the scan. So I'll have to do it again. So we have to come over here and go from that's first position all the way down to here. And that's the second position. And let's come back and let's do that. Yes. And then let's exit. And there we go. Okay. So now it's gone. And now let us look. Look, everybody. It is Saturday in the United States of America on April 18th. It is 3 days after tax day on April 18th in the United States. And now I can let this go. And let's take, I've got two different kinds. Let's bring the grass probably out to here, because I'm going to have to go up to here on that and out to here on this part. And over on this side, same thing. You can see it where it wants to be right there. And I'm not going to put this part in because she's going to take some, we'll see how much she takes away. So we could wait until that side is done to do something about it. But on this side right here, we can do this right now. And that is take this and old-fashioned Minecraft. Putting in rocks, old-fashioned Minecraft style. There we go. So then it'll grass over. And these right here that are showing, am I going to bring this whole section up right here? I might have to. There's a, oh, it's a pool. Oh my goodness, look how pretty. Oh, such a shame. It's actually surface water coming up. Well, the water's right here. So that's probably from really strong rain has the water rises. What was that? What was that? Oh, wow. The light blinked at the same time, so it seemed like thunder or something. It is, it's rolling thunder. Okay. Mr. Villager! Hi, Mr. Villager, how are you? You've been very busy. I do know that. You've been very, very, very busy. You have. All right, so if it's going to be like this, just for now, I'm just going to put these down. Because, of course, we don't like when it does this. So it's just like trees. We have to put it down if they come to those corners. And there we go. Then we have that part. And on this side, I'm not going to worry about it because see that right there? This is what we're building towards. We're building towards an archery center, competition center. Look at this. Look at this upstairs. Look at how massive this is. This is the level 1 of a barracks. This is a barracks level 1 that we are using as a competition center. So it is part of the university. And we're going to make it that stairs come down from the university, stairs come down from the cathedral, that it all comes down to this area where we have the competition center. And the second tavern is in the process of being built right here. And this tavern is the tavern that we're going to use for the resort, for resorts, for Trade Post Resort. We're going to extract it from the resort styles, and in Trade Post and Hills, I think we're going to use the Trade Post one because it has the full bar piece. And then we're going to put it into the tavern and make it the actual Trade Post. And when we do that, I just realized something that I can do, Mr. Villager, which might be really interesting, that I'm not going to use these two buildings as a tavern at all. I'm going to use them as the resort. And I know that it means that those beds won't be used. I mean, the visitors do go upstairs and go to bed. They actually do. And so I have to think about that. I like Minecolonies, the way Minecolonies works in regards to visitors and things. Now this is the level 3. This is the full level 3 right here. So we can come here and remove that because that's going to be removed ultimately in this area. I can't remove that one because the building's still being built. Over there, let's take these down. And if we want something on here, we're going to put in lanterns, and let's see if we can put them on the ceiling. We cannot. We can put a lantern there. It's kind of low though, isn't it? Let's put a lantern here. This is actually where the lantern should be, right there. Let's not have one here. And then a lantern here at the top of the stairs. There's a lantern there, and then we're down, and I like that. It's the villagers being very, very, very sweet. And he is checking in on me, but he's been very, very, very busy with his own projects, and I totally understand. And so I look forward to hearing more about what he's doing right now. And look at the dark building. Look at this. Ooh. It looks very good. It looks very good. We're even going to keep the gate and we're going to keep it as pomp and circumstance. There's a gate at the beginning of the cathedral, and I'd like to keep it. I'm going to have to figure out how I keep the gate and still have these stairs come all the way around the building, which is what I want to do when the time comes. And it's fun. It's like having plans, like, you know, like you have to have plans for the future. This is pretty here. And yet you still have to live a day-to-day life. You still have to make sure that everyone gets fed, that things get done. Look at the cathedral. This is a level 3 of the cathedral, and McKenna is helping Maisie. Since Maisie is working on the new building, McKenna is actually up putting in a better hospital. The hospital is, yes, look at this, level 3. This is a level 3 hospital, and Pedro is very happy about that. And over here, she should be working on a level 3 enchanter. Now, if you were here in the afternoon on Twitch yesterday, I actually did a second Twitch in the afternoon. So the first Twitch I did in the early morning didn't take. I didn't. I spent, so in the same way that I did on YouTube, I spent probably an hour trying to get that Caledonian apartment building to fit in this little teeny tiny space right here, which it won't. I would almost have to build it for it to, oh, I hadn't thought about that. I would have to, but if I built it, it won't work. It would just be built, but it wouldn't work as a building. And that's the thing, because there's some secret to beds, that the beds in Minecolonies are hard-coded, and the secret to them is, I don't know, is in Structurize or in their code. And I have yet to see anybody show you how to get colonists. This is what they would say: how do you get colonists to sleep in the beds where you put them? You can't. You can't. So yet or ever, we'll find out. But so yeah. So even if I built it, it would not work. But if I built it and then put back in these pieces. See, I'm still doing it. I'm obsessed with putting that building here. I'm obsessed with it. It might be my project to put that building there. I'd have to put the level 5, but if I did that, see, and this is the thing. If I put the level 5 there, then never mind. All right, let's go to here. If what I was about to say before I got off on that obsession, I'm obsessed with that. See? See, I told you, I'm obsessed with it. The water alarm went off. I'm not drinking water. I'm defying everybody. I'm having chocolate milk. The water alarm went off and I didn't see it. I'm obsessed. That's the only word for it. I'm obsessed with the idea of putting that Caledonian there. And I think ultimately I will. It's going to be a lot of work. Remember? No, you won't remember because it was probably 16. No, it was like 12. In 12, when Space Wars first came out, the Space Wars Town Hall looked like a theater, and I can show you what it looked like since many of you might not have any memory of that. The Space Wars Town Hall looked like a theater, and at that time, the universities, there were no universities. Libraries, new libraries were being used as universities at that particular time. Let's go to Space Wars for a minute. Here we are. See that building in the thumbnail? That's actually the town hall. And the town hall level 5 looks like this. And this entrance right here is the entrance. Oh, it's been updated. Look at the update. Ooh. It has dome pieces. Looks like this. We took out this wall here to connect. Oops, wait. I think we made a little room here. There's a piece missing right here. There used to be, or we did it, we made a little tiny room here as the entrance to the theater so that people bought their ticket right here. And then they went inside this door and went down the hallway. And the actors were in here. So we had actors' quarters right here. This is the town hall. And then over here, back here, we had storage and stuff right back here. And then down this hall, well, wait, I'm trying to open doors, that's why, sorry. Down this hall, here was this room, and see this right here? We had this goes down and across, wait. This goes down and across and actually comes up underneath. It has, see this door? So all of this we fixed. See this area here? We fixed this whole section here so that it was under this stage, and we made this a stage where the town hall book is, and we put in seats right here, and we made this a lobby back here for people to come, because see, there it is, the hallway. But they could reach the under the stage with this, and it was so perfect. And then up top, we actually, up in the this area here, we actually put something there so that we could have the sound booth. And so that's one stage, and then here's the main stage right here. So we have theater in the round, this main stage right here. And so it was a theater with two stages, two stages. So see, here's the main hall. So you can go to the little theater at the end of the hall, or you could go to this theater. And then down here, you see there's stairs that go down in this section. This is backstage. This is essentially, we widened this area and made it so that it was part of the theater, and part of where they put like sets and things like that. We had so much fun doing that. So why did I tell you all that? Oh, because you could only have one town hall. could only have one town hall. So, and you still can only have one town hall. So what I did was I copied it. And the way I copied it was, see how this is? I put it down where I wanted it to be, and then I went to every single stone and placed the stone in where it was. And that's how I did it. And I think that's not how That's not how I'm going to do the Caledonian, because it has beds and I need the beds to work. What I'm going to do with the Caledonian is, when we get to level 5s, I'm going to put the building here, and then I'm going to use the thing that I'm talking about putting a building pattern over top, the build scan over top, and repair the buildings that get damaged by the fact that we're putting it in. It fits, but the square doesn't. So the square, that's the building part, doesn't fit. And what I mean by that is, see these gables? They're out beyond the building, and the chimney, they're out beyond the building. So on here, see these buttons? These buttons are a full block out. So in order for those buttons to be there, the building has to be out a full block. And so all the buildings have stuff like that, and we'll just have to work on that. We'll just have to fix it. And yes, what you hear is the air conditioning going on, the heater going on. It is the first time it has gone on during a stream all week. For a week. I love spring. It's been warm enough outside, but because we're underground in my location right here, because I'm underground, it still has the winter cool. So it was warm enough that the heater didn't go on upstairs, but it was cool enough down here that it was comfortable. And this is massive, but we knew that. All right, so let's check on everyone else. We were looking at Maisie, who's building this beautiful brand new competition center. This is a part of the university. I'm gonna have to put something in this corner, and I know what it is. It's the combat center. So combat is going to be football. It's going to be like football and basketball. This is their combat center, which is going to be on this side. But I need a level 3, I think it is, in order to get the combat center. I need a level 3 barracks to get the archery and the combat center. So she's starting with the level 1. And this is going to be something that she's, there she is. She just went down the stairs in the cathedral area. This is a person, the visitor. This is something that's going to take Maisie quite some time. So Maisie has these 3 massive buildings, and this is why McKenna is helping her. So McKenna worked on the enchanter. Hold on, let me look. Because I think the enchanter is a level 3 now. Or she's still working on it. The enchanter is a level 3. That means she's working on the graveyard. And we now have stairs down to the graveyard. How far has she gotten? She hasn't gotten far yet. I can see some things, but she is going to, nope, she hasn't started. I wonder if I didn't give it to her yet. Let me come up here and see if I didn't give her the graveyard. We'll go to McKenna. It's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon here. So we're going to come over and look right here. And I did not. All right. I probably wanted to make sure that she was done with those places before she started working on the level 3 of the graveyard. We don't really need those pieces, but there isn't. McKenna has worked on all the level 3s all over this place, and there aren't any level 3s left for her to work on. This is a level 3 train station, if I'm not mistaken. And if it's not, it's because it needs some kind of stone that we need a crusher and a sifter for. And let's look. Yes. So we need a crusher and a sifter for the next level of the new stone. See this stone? That's new, the trade post. That new stone is one of several new stones, and they need a crusher and a sifter in order for us to do it, and an enchanter. And that's the mistake that I made. I got a druid because she was amazing. Oh my goodness. Josie is her name, and she was absolutely freaking amazing. I couldn't let her go. I thought she was maybe a thief. Her numbers were so incredible. Hello again, Queen Bee. Oh my goodness, Queen Bee. Hello. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Welcome. How are you doing? How have you been? And yeah, I made the mistake of getting her when I could only get 3 more people, and I needed an enchanter, a sifter, and a crusher, and I did not get the people that I needed. So that means I am going to have to do the research. It's not even a spell, do the research. You've been in and out of the hospital. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. It's wonderful to see you. Hernias. Ooh, those aren't good. Rips in the muscles. Yikes. Yikes. That's definitely not fun. That is absolutely not fun. Oh my goodness sakes. I am very glad to see you. I'm glad that you are able to be here today. And yeah, no, I recognize that is not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Aww. Yeah. Well, I'm sad to hear that. Oh, something was finished. What was it? Let's see. That was fireworks. And it was Wade. Yay, Wade. Wade has finished the level 2. Now, whenever I've done this building, I believe I left it like this. I didn't do a full level 3 set. I had one building a level 2 and one building the level 1 to make it look like all one building. And I'm trying to think if I want to do that this time or if I want to just go ahead. I don't know. That's a good question. So we have a gatehouse, and we can, I don't know that whether it's been changed yet, but I think we get people from the gatehouse still. I'd have to check and see before I got rid of it. You're live. Yeah. I'm glad you're alive. I absolutely am. I'm so glad. I'm really so glad. I am. Have you seen this? Have you seen any of this new city, Jalapari? Let's look here and see how I want to do. I really don't. Beyond a certain point. Beyond this. Oh, look. A full moon. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. We're getting a full moon over the city. And and I'm trying to decide whether I want the tavern to have the double tavern, both sides be exactly the same. I think if I don't, this is what it looks like. Let me see. This one would look like this. This room would stay like this. Oops, and someone's sleeping there. Let's take this down. This would not be here because they can walk through here, and then they have the upstairs here. I'm pretty sure that that's how I had it before. And then these rooms here are the rooms that are fixed. Let's take down that picture, like when that picture is up. So this is this room here, and over here we have this room. Ooh, company. He's got company. And then there we are. So that is the way it would look. I think I'm going to let him be done. I think this is going to be it. Now, let me look at the roofing right there. We saw how that roof part did. This roof part coming down right at that point there. I guess it's okay. Oh my gosh, it's Doggus. It's Doggus. It's House of Doggus. Yay! Look, it's Doggus. Doggus is a passionate builder with a heart torn between creativity and perfectionism. Stand at the precipice of their aspirations, yearning to construct masterpieces while battling inner doubts. For a diamond pickaxe, he is very generous, Doggus is. And yeah, so he is skin in the game. That is actually a, yes, and you're right, that's what he's wearing. That he is actually one of the patrons and one of the players, and I know him. He's on Twitch, and I've known him for a while, and he is a player of Minecolonies, and he's supporting them at the level that allows him to have his avatar in the game, and that is such a cool perk for the people who support Minecolonies team on Patreon, to have their avatar, their Minecraft avatar in the game, Minecolonies avatar in the game. And so yeah, that's who that was. So yes, he is. He actually is in his boxers. He is. He is. But that's him. And he's on Twitch. He's going to be on Twitch this morning. His Saturday morning coffee is going to start in a little while. But we're on YouTube right now. And what are you doing down there? What you doing down there? So this hill part right here. Let me take this piece away. Are you just showing me that this exists? Here, let's take this piece away for a second. Piece of hill right here. And then, Queen, would you like a tour? Would you like a tour of our brand new city here that we have? Let's bring this all the way around. I'm going to bring it all the way around to the front and take away this full set right here. See this right here? This has to come away anyway at some point. So we're just bringing it back a little bit more in this area. Let's take this part down. We don't need that anymore there. And we'll just make a path through for right now. Through, and there it is, right there. So they can come to here, walk to here, and go to the university. And there we are. So I'm going to go to sleep. It's midnight, and I believe everyone is in bed. Yep, everyone's in bed already, except the citizens. They're not in bed right now. And I'm going to come over here. And there's Josie. There's our first druid. We had another person, an archer, for a little bit, a gatekeeper, but we don't have one now, and we can't afford to until I bring the citizen the ability to have citizens up to level 5. So let's go to sleep. He would be so pleased that you noticed that. Okay, this is the town hall in Old English. This is a level 3 Old English town hall right here, and you can see it's massive. And if you're wondering why I would build a town hall first, so big like this, it's because the dining hall is in it. So since you've been away, Minecolonies changed the food system, and the food system is very tied into the levels of the people. And you hope it's not cold out there? Yeah. Well, it's spring here, so I think that means that he's comfortable. And he can always go in and get warmed up in the tavern. But yeah, it's spring. So the town hall is here. And then the mystic site is a cathedral. And this is the cathedral site right here. In Old English style, the cathedral contains the hospital. So you have to build the mystic site pretty early on. And Anyanka, who created this style, has made it easy for you by making a builder shop that is part of the cathedral where Maisie is working out of. Good morning, Maisie. Maisie,
great to see you.
Hi, great to see you too. How are you doing?
'Tis a fine afternoon.
Is it an afternoon? No, it's morning. Ah, you're waiting. Okay. She's waiting for some stuff to be delivered to her, and she will get it. And then in the town hall itself, the town hall is on the site of the supply camp. So the supply camp, it was actually this whole underground here, including everything you need for town hall complexes in here. In other words, she gave you all the blocks that you would need for level 1 town hall to get you started. And so this was the second floor, or actually this is the top floor, middle floor of the town hall, of the supply camp. And this is the, why am I doing this? Hold on. Why am I talking about it? Hold on. Let's do it this way. Let's come here for a minute. I'll show you what the supply camp looked like before. So let me just go out here so we won't be over some buildings. And let's go to Old English, because it's a really cool idea. And it was Anyanka's idea to combine the supply camp and the town hall. So the supply camp right here, there are 2 different ones, and this is it. So this is the way it looked. Replace with town hall bookshelf side facing door. So that way you would know which way your town hall is being faced. Align this door with the mayor's office in the town hall. And then this one right here, front of the town hall, so that you would know how the building was supposed to be. So you can see that it had this top piece right here. This is the part that I missed. This sign, replace this sign with the builder. And I missed that. So because I missed that, I built a builder out here first. So we had the supply camp, and I started this builder right here. This is Anyanka's builder complex right here at a level 3. And this complex includes hi, good morning, Juliana. It includes one of the carpenters. The carpenter is here. And so, yeah, it was a really cool idea to do it that way. So then, when you start building the town hall, yay, the air conditioner went on. This part under here is the part that doesn't change. this part right here. And you can see from here, look, you can see all the building materials, seeds and saplings. So she gives you seeds and saplings for every biome Anyanka provides in the town hall. And colony huts, the first ones that you need, the builder, the town hall, those ones are all here. A house, and then food, and then torches, and then the machines that you usually need are all here. And it says this basement will never be overwritten. So you actually can use this as a player house until such time as you want to build something wild and exotic. And so from this building right here, and let me make this go away. From this building right here, we got this right here. And so when you go upstairs to what was the balcony of that supply camp, you actually see this. This was the balcony of the supply camp. And this builder's shop was supposed to be built second, so that you built this builder shop after the supply camp, and then you use this builder to build the town hall so you could get a dining hall and a tavern. The tavern is in here, and I didn't know that either. I wouldn't have used this tavern. It's wonderful and everything, but I wouldn't have used it because the beds are up in the rafters and I don't like it. Now, I might use this tavern for the new mod. Minecolonies there's a mod for Minecolonies. I'm sure there's a bunch of mods for Minecolonies, but one of them is called Trade Post. And Trade Post, bless you, Vincentius Primus, everybody. Trade Post is a new mod, and the reason I started this town. So this is the reason why I'm not in the glacial seas with the Druid Sanctuary right anymore, because I wanted to do this Trade Post mod, and I didn't want it. They were saying don't put it in an old build, because if you don't like it or if there are glitches, you're gonna lose your build. So we started a brand new town just to check out that. So we put the town hall here for the center. Then we put the cathedral over here because it was massive, and we wanted it to be connected to the town hall in this way. And this cathedral has the hospital in it. And so, yes, I definitely will. This cathedral has the hospital and the enchanter. And now the enchanter has become important for the Trade Post people, for the Trade Post mod. And so we'll have to get an enchanter, and I'll do that later. So the way we decided to do the town hall, it has these entrances. So at one entrance, so at one entrance is the cathedral, and the university is off on this side of the cathedral. So the cathedral is really a part of the university. The enchanter is right here. So the university is right here. And then we're making the barracks, this, believe it or not, is a barracks. We're making it a competition center. We're going to have it be where they do archery competitions and combat competitions like football. So we have football, basketball, those kinds of things. This is medieval. They're going to have combat competitions for here as games, so like the Olympic Games. That's what this barracks is going to be for. It's not going to be a war barracks, and that's why it's next to the university. Now, so all of this is the university with the cathedral. On this side of the town hall is the markets. So we have a brand new, and I'm going to get the light, that's my drink light. We have a brand new, we have the tavern and the new Minecolonies trade post for Minecolonies. And let me do this. Hold on. I was going to take a drink. I have to take a drink first. The sun is setting. So trade post for Minecolonies. Let's look here, and I'll show you what it looks like. This was one of the reasons why I wanted to try it, because it's actually included in style colonies. So there's Christmas colonies, and this is the new mod. And the new mod has this whole section of new huts, a marketplace, an outpost. The outpost has a farm in it, a builder's shop, and a guard tower, and that's why those are grayed out, because they're included in the outpost. It has a pet shop. And when Mr. Villager first showed me this pet shop, I said, nah, I'm not going to want to do a pet shop. I can't do pets because I'm in the air all the time. So, but wait till you see. And then a recycling center. Now, I was interested in that. And the resort. And I was exceedingly interested in the resort because I build resorts. And so, so because of those two things, and let's switch back. I'm going to go back here so you can see that Trade Post has two styles. And these two styles use their blocks. So there are also some new blocks added, new research added, and it's really interesting. So there's the hills, and then there's the trade post styles. And so because we're using Old English, I extracted the trade post. This is a trade post shopkeeper right here, and we have two of these. This is one of them. And this is the only one that's going to fit the style that we have. All the others, they get the style is really strange, so I haven't decided what I'm going to do about that. I could make it be like, you know how certain stores and shops, they get all gaudy, in order to attract people. I could make it that this is one of those. But I'll see. I haven't decided on that yet. I instead extracted the actual trade post shopkeeper from the style and put one into the original marketplace. You might recognize this area as a marketplace. So we put the trade post there and we got it to work. It's working. Dun, 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 dun. So it works. And then we put underneath this marketplace one of the kitchens, because you now have to have a kitchen for the dining halls. And so this kitchen is here. We couldn't put it under, I think we could have put it under the dining hall in the town hall, that we probably could have put it under that dining hall. But at the time I didn't think about it. And I wanted it to be safe. I wasn't sure that it would be safe underneath. And if I had thought about it, I would have known that we could have made a tunnel between the door at the end of the basement where I was sleeping, which I'm going to go down and sleep for a minute, and to the cook underground. And we could have done that. See that door there? It leads to nowhere. So we could have done that, but we didn't. And so that's just what happens. You can relate in your English. Oh yeah, yes. So yes, so this is what she is calling the Old English style. Now you see that thing that says rare finds are available in the marketplace. This is one of the things that Marketplace is about. It's about being able to buy and sell things. Now, this Jack and Eli are selling to visitors. Visitors come to the marketplace and they actually buy things, which is pretty wild.
What's its name, then?
Hi Jack, how are you? So we're going to come over here and see how much money we've made. So in the last day, he hasn't sold anything. Yet he didn't sell anything yesterday. Oh, you had a bad day yesterday. What are your sellables? He doesn't have, he loves selling armor, and that makes the most money. Maybe we'll make some other armor for him to sell. And then this tells you how much money you have. So right now we have 21,000 in these coins, in trade coins. And this tells you what he has found that we can buy. So today he's found name tags. We don't need them anymore. We got them from our Narluk, so we don't need them. Otherwise, I would buy these. Wheat seeds, we have a wheat field, so we don't need them. And then stone bricks. So yes. It definitely is. It's not a lot. But for these stores, it's quite a bit. The other thing that is included, there are a couple people included in Trade Post, the mod. One of them is a new chef called a sommelier, and this chef uses surplus food, surplus produce to create stews. And here, the perpetual stew ingredients, if you X, I'm going to X that. If you, this is to protect the food in the warehouse, because if you don't put these foods here, they will actually use all the food in the warehouse. That is their purpose, is to use the excess so it doesn't go to waste, and use it for stews. Hi Jasmine, how are you? Jasmine's the regular chef for Minecolonies, and she's down. She's checking. She's like, "Why are you in my kitchen?" I'm doing a program here. I'm showing people your kitchen. And there's Mia. Mia has a special. She's the sommelier, and that looks like a normal cauldron, but it's not.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm going to show them the stew you're making. Oh, there's no stew in it. That means she made stew and it's gone. She's going to make another stew. Ooh.
Yes.
She said yes. That's what's going to happen. Oh my goodness. So she's going to get some more materials, and she's going to make stew. It kind of looks like when you have a composting bin and they fill it up and then it goes away. It's that same thing. And it's, oh my gosh, that's so cool. So she's going to wait for that. See these little glass things on the frame? They're selling those things. He's selling bowls and cornflowers. Cornflowers, big amount of money for cornflowers. They apparently are rare, or apparently desired. Yes. She probably gave it to the chef. So see, these people are standing here and they want to buy something. So they're looking at the merchandise that he has. He also has cornflowers, but he's selling tropical fish. And these two visitors are looking to see. He's wearing a scarf. Renee's wearing a scarf. Hold on a second. Renee, what are you? I remember I need an enchanter, hold on, and I'm going to have to stop for a second. Look at an enchanter is knowledge and mana, and then I need a...
You'll protect us, right?
Yes, I will. A crusher, which is stamina and strength. So his strength is 22, his stamina, his mana, what's his knowledge? Okay, he's upside down on both, so we're not going to take Renee. And that's Renee right there. And who's this who just came over? Oh, two Renees. Okay, this Renee is the one I just looked at. No, this is a different one. And he has creativity, which we don't need right now. And this is Alani. And Alani has some big numbers, but they look like they're in, hold on.
What's its name?
Crusher is stamina and strength. That's one of the ones that I need. And she is a crusher. She's a perfect crusher. She's a perfect crusher.
Is there a problem?
So she's going to run our crusher. Let me look at some other people for a minute. Let's look and see. This is Kevin. Kevin wants pork chops, and Kevin's a kid. And this
If you say so.
Hi, Josie. I didn't mean to click on you. And let's see over here. Look at everybody's looking at these Avery. Everyone's looking at what they have to sell. Avery is dexterity and strength, but dexterity is usually flower shop and those, and we have those already. Dexterity is the alchemist, we have beekeeper, we have Fletcher, florist, animal trainer, we have all of those, so we can't use her. Okay, so we'll stop with the interruption, but if someone bought something over here, if they bought something, you would hear the sound of money changing hands, and these would go empty, and then they would put more stuff out to sell. And I'm going to try and get some more things for him to sell for a minute, but I'm not going to interrupt right now. So that's the marketplace. So next to the marketplace, we have the school district. I needed some place for the marketplace people to live, so we put them in the school district. This is going to be the housing, these 4 houses, 5, 4. There are 4 houses here. These 4 houses are to raise children in, and this is going to be the children's school when we get to a certain point. So, yes. Yes. Oh, you need to go. Kids want food. Okay. Yay. So you can come back and we'll continue. And Queen Bee, it's so wonderful to see you. I'm glad you're at least home, and I'm glad that that you are feeling well enough to come on and watch a stream for a little bit. And thank you. It's so wonderful to see you. It really is. I have a friend who's visiting London right now, and so that would be funny if you passed each other in passing. Yes, Mr. Villager, welcome back. Welcome back, Mr. Villager. Yep, sorry. She just left. You just missed her. How are you? How are you doing? So, yeah, so let me just finish. So this is the school district right here. That is the rail that is going to go across to the outpost that we're going to have. As an example of what you can do with outpost, we're going to have an outpost. That rail runs under the ground to a train station, which is right here. And I'm doing actually okay. I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking. How about you? You've been very, very busy. You've been very busy. I know you have your own projects and you've been very busy. So this is the manufacturing area on this side of the town hall. So this is the town hall right here. Manufacturing is over here. So this is the Mason house right here. And in the downstairs of the Mason house, the ground floor, we have all sorts of shops. Right now, Sean is the only one here. This is Sean. And we're going to try and get a crusher. I think a crusher is what we probably need first, is a crusher. I need a sifter too, but we're going to start with the crusher since I made a mistake and got Josie. And then over here is the mining complex. So this is the mining house right here. And in the mining complex is the mason herself. This is Brooke. And then over here is Lucas, who's the blacksmith, and Kishore, who's the ore smelter. And then Riley is in fact the miner, and Riley actually has a guard. Jessica is Riley's guard, and she is an archer. And I'm just going to recall her for a minute. She was sleeping somewhere. I'm sorry to wake you up, but We just have her for a minute. Everyone's going to be sleeping because it's sunset right now, and so people are all going to be. You want to still work on them? Working on the teachers and finish the bakers. Yay! Maybe make more elderly, but you don't know how to do some good gray hair. You don't know how to do it yet. You'll figure something out. That's the challenge, isn't it? That's the fun of it. Look at the moon. It's so pretty. And I'm going to go to sleep so that we can see in the daytime what I'm doing. Hopefully it won't rain tomorrow here, but if it does, it'll be okay. We're going to go to sleep. Everyone was in bed already. Maisie finished. Ooh, she finished working on the first level of the barracks. Yay! Now, in order to get the archery center and the combat center, we need a barracks level 3. So this is going to be Maisie's project for a while. She is going to be working on this building. And this is the competition center, formerly known as a barracks. And here we are right here, build options. The builder is Maisie, and she's going to upgrade the building. And there we go. And this is where, now they say to put the combat center here and the archery here. All right, so I'm going to have to line them up the way she says, because when I don't, it doesn't quite work out right. So I'm going to remove this archery piece that I have sitting here so that I use the way Anyanka says to put it in. So we're going to put the archery on this side, line up the doorways, and we're going to put the combat center on this side. And that'll be perfect. But we can't do any of those until we have a level 3 barracks, because we can't even research them. I think I can research archery when I have a level 1 barracks. Now I'm going to be really careful here so that I don't make a mistake. Combat. So this is where we're headed. And it is we need a level 3 barracks in order to get archery, and we need a level 3 barracks in order to get the combat center. And we need 12 blocks of iron in order to do both of those. So it's going to be a while. You have both jobs. Yeah, I sort of figured that you did. I sort of figured that you had several things that you were working on at once. And so there she goes. She started already putting in the level 3, and you can see the ground changing where she's putting in pieces, and she's expanding on the inside. And there we go. We can see those things working. See the grass. She's making path parts right there that are going to go off somewhere, and she's working on that. And so let's go back to the manufacturing area where we were, because Wade isn't working on anything, and I'm going to get Wade to finish once and for all this gatehouse level 2. This is only a level 1 gate, 1.5 gatehouse. It's 1.5, and so we'll have him bring it up to the full level 2. See, he still has a bunch of things here that he needs. One of them is this. I'm going to have to see if Lucas knows how to make that. And we'll have to have the chef make the mushroom stew. And I think she knows how, Jasmine knows how to make that already. Wade is going to upgrade this building. And when Wade gets done upgrading this building, I think we are not ready. So what are we waiting for as far as this other building is concerned? We need mortar. And mortar is a new thing in Trade Post. And so you had to pause all the others. DOT one still has to be figured out. While trade post is being a bit confusing to deal with. You don't have any way the connection for now. To trade post, yeah. Okay. I understand. Has AR announced anything during your absence? No, No, everything is, that's right. I forgot about the fact that you've been separated you had a problem and it was fixed. Yeah, you got hacked. Yeah, and he hasn't. So you haven't missed anything. And things are coming along okay. And although I did not look today to see, but in the last week I haven't seen anything. So yeah, I forgot about that fact. So yeah, we're watching Macy. We keep coming over to her, but we were trying to get Wade to work on the gatehouse, and there he goes right now. That was Wade going back here to work on the gatehouse. And we could put in the new people for the gatehouse, but we can't add any more people. So we can't do that right now. Since Wade is finished, I'm going to leave this tavern like this. This is what the tavern looks like now. It's a full double tavern that looks like this. Let me take the torches down since we don't need them. Since build is done, we don't need these to be here. And if they want light here, we can put light at this, on this one right here, and that will do that. And there we go. Dun, 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 dun. So she has added enough that that it is now giving us the take up arms, which is very curious. Wait. Yay, Cash! Look at Cash. Cash is finished. Let's go back over to the manufacturing area, which runs along here. So we saw the Mason house. We saw the mine complex. We see the rail station back there, which we moved, by the way. You will be working more on the skin pack, definitely. The easiest. Well, it's the thing that you like to do. And you're holding yourself, not trying to model some NPCs to donate to Minecolonies team. Oh, yeah? Okay. Maybe it's better just model for now, too. Okay. All right. And here is, you might remember that the train station was located here. I thought that it should be located right where the mining building was. But when we put in this street, we saw that the train station would look perfect where this street is. So when we come down this street, we can see the train station right there. Now we need a train station person, which is why we're going to have to get 100 people. And then the warehouse. So the warehouse is here. Then we have one of the two carpenters is right here. And we have the tree farmer's house is this house. So this is the tree farm house here. Then the tree farmer is right here, and this is level 3 of the tree farmer. It is not. How did that happen? How did you get missed? Build options. The builder is Cash. Upgrade the building. Cash, how did you miss that? Let me see what Cash is working on. I think he's supposed to be working on a house for us. Let's look and see. No. Did he finish the house? Oh, we have a new house. Okay, and so over here we have the mechanic. This is the tree farm. We have the mechanics building and the mechanics house right here. And the glass shop is also connected to the mechanic. There's Liberty. Liberty loves standing here like a statue. This is Liberty, the glass cutter, standing here like a statue. She loves to do that. And then we have housing in this area that is for farmers and for the people who work in manufacturing over here. And we, in order to put a house right here, and we have a new house, dun, 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 we needed to put in a guard tower right there. And this house will have either Cash work on it when he gets done bringing up the tree farmer to a level 3, or we'll have Josiah work on it. Josiah has been working on the new dining hall and the new kitchen. So we have a kitchen down underneath, and there it is. So this is all a level 2 right now. We can't go to the level 3 until we have a crusher and a sifter, because we need calcite. I think that the antique needs calcite to be done. And so even though this is a frontier kitchen, oh, I forgot, we need a stumelier here too. So we need 2. So see, that's 3 people that we need housing for in this area. And so that's why we have to put in some extra houses here. And this dining hall is for the farmers, because the town hall is pretty far away from them. It's a good walk, so we're making it so that there's another place that they can eat. I'm going to come over here for a minute. Glass cutter of Liberty. Yes. She is absolutely standing there like a statue. She absolutely is on a pedestal. She's up on a pedestal. All right, I'm going to come down here for a second and sleep. Everyone's in bed, and we'll come back up and we'll see. So Cash has been very busy. He helped us get a new house, and we'll show, let's see what finds there are in the marketplace today first, before we go off to the farm country. And let's look here. And we have sacred scrolls, 4 sacred scrolls for 1,300. They come and go. They find them often, so I'm not going to worry about getting them right now. We can't grow cabbage here, so it doesn't matter. And we have a baker, so we don't need the bread. Gilbert is doing some baking right. It looked like he was making some food. Oh, were you making some food for Renee? That looked like he made breakfast for Renee, made him some bread. And so let's come over here again. We're headed back through the manufacturing area here, which leads into the farms from the backside. Now this is where the recycling center is going to go, but we're not ready yet. There's another person that we have that we need to have housing for. It's going to make the housing really interesting. That recycling center person needs a house in this area, and they'll probably end up living in this house. The people in this house need to be in this area because that's Callie and Cheyenne, but we might be able to move them into this house when this house is level 2, because they both work right here. We've made a decision about this building, and we're going to put in a cactus. We're going to put in cactus and another sugar farm on this building, and that'll be the complete building. We're not going to have them farming sea plants. We're not going to have them farming anything other than that. They're not doing any berries. All that stuff is going to be imported. You need something for the teachers urgently. Also something to start the mystical jobs. Enchanters, but you need something for them too. You need something to make them unique, right? That's a good question. That's a very good question. That's a good question. Some specific colors and things like that. Purple, of course, for enchanters and things is good. We built this guard tower to push the border back. But Mr. Villager, we found a gorgeous guard tower in Shire Additions. We found a guard tower that we're going to build here. We're not building it right now because I need this house brought up to a level 2, and that's what he's going to do after he works on the farm, the tree farm. We're going to have Cash bring this house up to level 2, and then Cheyenne can move in here, and someone else. We'll see who else is going to move in. But Cheyenne and Callie both work here, so we'll see how we want to do that. The guard tower that we're going to have here, I'm going to show it to Mr. Villager for a minute. We already have it set, but let's go to Shire Additions. John Ryer, he's added a different guard tower, and it is, let's hex so I can bring it back over here. Oh, it is raining this time. Guard tower, and this is what it looks like. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like this. Isn't that cool? I love that. I just love that. I don't know why I like this building, but I love it. And so yeah, so this is the tower. This is what we're going to use. That is the tower underneath. I have it set already. So the Shire, the Arcology tower is going to come down, and this tower is going to be built there. And I see something right now. But let's do the axe for a minute. We're going to take away this part here because it's outside of the build, and he's not going to remove it. And then this part of the sidewalk here, I think we're just going to bring this part over to this part of the building. The building sits in that location, so we shouldn't have any problem putting in a little plaza there. Yeah, I like it. So this is far away from everything. This is the farm country. And I didn't want to build some huge monster tower here, but I did want to have a peace druid presence in this area. And so this is the one that looks the best for me in this town area. Now we wanted the road to be in the right place. We're going to have a road come along here along the back and join up to a road right here. And here's a road here. So we put in the flower shop, and this is the flower shop entrance. Hi, Cheyenne. And we are going to use this flower shop entrance as the entrance to this gazebo, this greenhouse, which is going to have the other, it's going to be closed in completely, and this is going to be the only door right here, which I'm going to be happy about. This is the composter who is outside, and what do I want to do? I don't know. I might put something over top so she's not getting wet all the time. I guess she could go inside when it's raining, and she probably would. That's her now. This is Cheyenne here. She's the composter. The flower shop owner is Violet, and she's not here at all. So she didn't want to get wet. She probably went home so that she wouldn't get wet. And so this is our new dining hall here, which isn't working yet. We have to get someone to do it. And then our farms. Now I've made a decision about the farms, and we actually have it. So Ismail is going to work on these farms when he gets done with whatever he's working on now, because we have two little farms going in behind the dining hall. And let's look here, and it's showing fancy fields. So he's upgrading Ismail's farm right now, which is located right over here. So there's a farmhouse right here, this farmhouse, and behind this farmhouse is a farm shed. And this is our second farm shed that we have, and this is what he's waiting for. And I think he is still waiting for, I'm not sure why he's not getting them, but she doesn't seem to want to make panels. And he's waiting for panels. And sure enough, he's still waiting for these 10 smooth stone panels. And they're not coming through the system. So I'm going to have to make them and give them to him. And so we have our fishery, and we have the farms in this area, and of course the pet shop. And Rudolph has grown up, is a full-size puppy. Oh, Mr. Villager, I had this idea. I had an idea because of the new Minecolonies. I had an idea that Trade Post could have the new pet be a puppy, be a baby pet, and then they grow up. When they get trained, they grow up. And wouldn't that be cool? I mean, it would allow there to be a baby animal, you know, for a little bit. I just love the idea of that. I don't know how I don't know how difficult it would be. I don't know what Ayer would think of it. I don't know whether it's possible or not. But wouldn't that be so freaking cool to have Cannon, the animal trainer, train baby animals? And then when the animals are grown, they start doing their job. I just love it. That's what I would like. That's definitely what I would like. And so, yeah. So, yeah. I mean, it might not be easy, and it might not be something that can be done. But I love the idea of it. I love the idea. So Rudolph is here. And if we check on him, whoops, there he was. Dun, 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 dun. When it rains, he usually comes in. He's not going after that cow because he is now supposed to be looking for sheep, even though we don't have a shepherd yet. Oh, oh, that's right, you can't. I know, and I didn't do it yet. I had the idea yesterday, and I'm going to, because we were calling Rudolph a puppy. And it's like, wouldn't it have been fun if he was really a puppy to replace Wolf, the first wolf that we had, whose name was Wolf, and now we have Rudolph and Sunset. So you know what our next puppy is going to be named. It's going to be named She-Wolf. It has to be named She-Wolf. I'm going to go to sleep. Is everyone in bed? Let's see if everyone's gone to bed. Everyone has gone to bed. So we'll come here. So we now have a level 3 dyer shop and a Fletcher. And I don't think the dyer shop is a level 3. I think it's only a 2. Let's check and see, like the tree farm, and we'll get Cash to work on that after he finishes the tree farm. There's the tree farm. He's going to work on that, and then he was working on the dye shop. Ooh, whoa! Look at this. Wow. Wait, do I need something there? Probably. Wow. Hi. This is Giovanni. No, that is not Giovanni. That is Santino.
Right away.
Yes. Santino is the dye shop owner. And look at this place he's got. This is lovely. This is cool. Send it quickly. It started to fade in your mind. I should send it right now to Ayer. Send the suggestion. I will do it afterwards. I promise. I'll do it afterwards. But yeah. So this is Santino, and this is the new dye shop. Santino's not living here because Sutton was already living here, and Sutton is the tree farmer. And that's one of the things that might change, is that Sutton might move back here with Cheyenne and live in this house. We're gonna have two houses here. Two houses, farmhouses right here. This one, the farm is, yes. So the farm is on this side, and we'll do the same thing that we did in the children's area and have the other farm house be facing the opposite way on this side. And that'll be fun. So we'll have two of those houses there as well. And then behind here we have two fields, which makes 9 fields altogether. But these tiny fields, I'm going to count as one field. So there's 3 fields here. And these 3 fields could belong to Nikolai, for example. Who's in here? That's no, that's
So what will it be for you?
Hi, Ismail. How are you doing? Ismail's growing corn, so that's why he's up here. So we have 3 fields here, counting that as 3. So that would be 4 for Nikolai. And then we'll have Ismail work on probably this field right here, the tomato field that Kamari is working on, and the 2 fields behind. So that would be 1 field, 2 and 3. We're missing a field. So, and then we need two more fields. There's 1 field there, and we need 2 other fields for Kamari to work on. So Kamari, since Kamari is here, as these fields spread out, we might have Ismail not work on these 2 fields and leave these for Kamari, leave the fields that are up here for Nikolai and Kamari, and have Ismail work on fields here, 1 field here, 1 field here, and a 3rd field, which is going to be right here on where these trees are, sadly. But it'll be okay. Uh-oh. That's too many little pigs out. I think the pigs have escaped. I think they have. Let's get a lead. It'll be easier with the lead. Lead. And let's just put this pig back. She's taking her kid and she's leaving. No. You're not leaving. Yes, I see Rudolph. I see them. Which is the easiest way? Not this way. Let's have them go this way. Let's come around to here. And the baby's gonna follow, of course. Come on, you two. And I thought we did have, yeah, we do. We have one here. So let's come here. And let's get them. So there's one. What happened to the baby? Oh, the baby's run ahead. The baby's like, yay, we're home. Yay, here's my friend. No, the baby is not home. Hold on, you. Hold on. There we go. I thought I had the baby, but the baby's like going, no, I wanted to see. I wanted to play. I wanted to see stuff. Okay, what time is it? That is... Wait, what? Really? That's interesting. Come on, baby. Come in here. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Yeah, you're so cute. Okay, so there we go. So they're back where they belong. There's a cow. Yeah, I know, Rudolph. I saw the cow before, and now I'll have to find them again. Oh, maybe he brought it back. Yeah, because I don't see it. Oh, good. Okay. Good boy. Good boy. He's a good boy. Okay, so I'm looking at Alea at the chicken farm. Looking at the wall here. We started to put some stone into this wall side, and I think it's gone away, so we'll have to look at that later. Oh, maybe they didn't finish the wall there yet. You need to find something to improve the pet shop block. Anything. Yeah. That would be interesting. It's difficult, and that's why the pet shop block looks like this. Looks like a doghouse with a little sign that has a dog face. I think that's a dog face on it, or a dog on it. But yeah, pet shop. That would be something to think about. What would it be? What would it be? Ooh, Marcos. Yay, Marcos is now needing less stick to make a spruce fence. That's a wonderful accomplishment. Yay. So that's it, everybody. That is the full town at this particular time. And we know what Ismail is working on, and I'm going to do something about that right now. So let me get rid of this and this. Let me put these up here. I had these two because I was using the calcite as a marker, and I was using the wool to help Santino get acclimated by giving him some more recipes. And so we were supposed to be checking and seeing if he's a level 3. And he is only a level 2. Wow. So this is what Cash is going to work on after he works on the house. So he is working on the farm, the tree farm right now. And then he's going to work on this house back here so that 2 people can live in it. And then he's going to work on the dye shop again to bring it up to level 3. Do I still remember how your version was? I don't, actually. I don't. You'd have to show me, which you can't. We're disconnected. Oh, that's so sad. There's Cannon. I don't remember. And I'm trying to imagine what. It's really a hard piece to have a design for. There's Malachi bringing something. Malachi is one of the couriers, one of the 5 couriers. We can't get another. I'm going to get this enchanter, and I'm going to get this. But first, we're going to the town hall, and no, we're going to Brooke. So if Brooke isn't going to make them, then I'm going to have to make them. For some reason, Brooke is not making these pieces. She did have the stone for it, or, oh, she made them and they went to someone else. She probably made them and someone else grabbed them up. Let's see if he has any stone left. Over here, do you have any stone? No, look at that. He's got clay, but he doesn't have any stone. So let's get some cobble. I wonder if the cobble's gone. Your biggest fear is that only Ayer has the model and texture because you don't know if you still have it. Well, you know something, if it's one of those kinds of losses, I mean, you'll sometimes, let's go back, let's sort the warehouse. We're at level 3, so we can sort. Yay! And let's look for cobble. There is none. Wow. There's no cobble. That's why he hasn't gotten it yet. All the cobble is gone. That's why they have quarries. That's why they have quarries. This is the first time ever that I've run out of cobble when I have a mine. It's like, that seems impossible. Yes, you might still have it. You might indeed. I want you to have it. I'm saying you have it. Oh my goodness sakes, what are we going to do? We're going to have a shipment of cobble come in. You know, I'm going to stop him from working on that. He's stuck working on the farm because he doesn't have, and he's not getting anything else done. So when that happens, I'm just going to cancel the build. Cancel him working on the farmhouse for right now. He'll come back to it later. So we'll cancel that and let him start working on these fields, because we should have the stone. He should have the stone for those fields. He might have it already. Nope, he doesn't. He has some, yeah, he's going to, I should check and see if there's any stone left. It's brick. You know, when I get done, I can check and see if you sent it to me. You sent me an example of it at one time, but I think it was one of the things that you were saving as a surprise, and so I don't have an actual one. So remember that thing that it was the air conditioner, the heater. It's the air conditioning isn't working yet. The heater, whenever I say the air conditioner is on, this time of year it's the heater. And the heater was on for a little bit when I first started. It's not going to be on now because it is plenty warm. It's warm enough down here. Do you want cobble? Oh, get some from you guys. Yes. Oh, please, that would be excellent. You're closer than our Narluk. So if we got some from your people, that would get here faster. And let's look for stone. Yeah, because everyone's stopped right now. There is no stone and there is no cobble. So all the builds that require stone and cobble can't be done. So how much can you give us? How much can you ship to us? And let's see. How much can you ship to us at this time? And we will go to the rail station. This is where all our cobble is gone. This is the rail station. So you see the stone brick and the domum brick in here. We want to offer for 4 emeralds per cobblestone. You mean per cobblestone stack? How much do I need? I need 9 stacks, so 9 times 4. I need 9 stacks of cobble. So 9 times 4 is how much? Or are you talking about 4 emeralds per cobblestone? Because 4 emeralds per cobblestone will wait for our Narluk. Per individual item? 4 emeralds? No. Absolutely not. No. I could see 4 emeralds for a stack of cobblestone, but not 4 emeralds per cobblestone. No, Mr. Villager, that's outrageous. That's too much. Hold on. I'm going to go back to the city for a second. No. No. Without a doubt. Abso-freaking-lutely no. Cobblestone in this economy. I'll dig it first. I'll dig my own. No. No. I'm not going to pay that price. I want to see how much cobblestone is, or stone is, on here, in the trade post. Because every once in a while they show us stone. And let me see if it'll show me stone now.
If you say so.
I do say so. Oh, of course it's not going to show me stone now that I need it. We could buy salmon and rice. They're not eating salmon yet. They were eating fish and they got tired of it, and so they're not eating cooked salmon. We're waiting until we can make salmon and dishes.
I feel privileged to live here.
Before, and I don't want to do that like sushi or something. Rice and salmon, we'd be able to make sushi, but they're not at the level that they can make sushi yet. So we're not going to do anything like that. It's like, no. 4 emeralds per stack of cobble. I would do that, but not 4 emeralds per cobble piece. Abso-freaking-lutely no. I'll go down into the mine and dig it myself. Which I don't have to do. I'll wait for our Narlook to send it to us, to ship us cobble. So everyone is stopped who needs cobble. So she is stopped. Wade, I don't think needs cobble. Let me look here and see. All the builders are stopped. And let's look at Wade and see what he needs. Wade needs he needs the mushroom stew, and he needs an armor stand.
This housing stinks.
Wait, who are you living with?
If you say so.
I will work on it. Who are you living with? Why you're upset about the housing? Who's living with you? You don't want to live with Eli anymore. So he doesn't want to share a house anymore. He wants to have a family. Wade does, and he wants to attract a woman so he can have a family, and Eli is living there, so that's why he's saying the housing stinks. Hold on. It doesn't matter what coffers I have. I don't think I have any emeralds because I don't have a sifter yet. I don't have a crusher. I don't know how many Riley has found because he's digging down. He's not digging into the hills. And so I don't think that we have any. So let me go back and let's sort, and let's look here. Here and look for emeralds. Yep, not a one. Not a one. So, and it wouldn't matter anyway, because I think you're missing the point. I'm not about to pay that price. I think that's the first time you've offered me a price and it's like, absolutely not. So yeah, nah. Let's see, 9 times 4. 4 4s is 16. And 8 would be 32. Plus an additional 4, 36. Yeah, 36. 18 and 18. 36, I think. 36 emeralds. Want to do a starting trade. 3 emeralds per oak log. You know something, that's very interesting, Mr. Villager, but those are inflated prices. They absolutely are. We can't do those. We can't do those. We'll get a better price from our Gnarluk. So let's go to the map. So see where we are? We're right here on the map, and our Gnarluk is up here. See right there? See that border? See that land? That's where our Gnarluk is. They're in the glacial oceans up the coast here. And so that's exactly the same kind of landscape that our Gnarluk and Petit Hamalakut are on. And this, by the way, is spawn. This purple thing right here, this is where we spawned. And so there are some, I think there's a little remnant of a town right here. Remember, this is the one that looks like a witch's town. And we're in witch country. We found a lot of buildings that really look like witch buildings, and which are very, very curious. And emeralds are hard to get. And emeralds, we're not digging into the mine. We're not digging into this hill. We'd have to be digging into this hill here in order to find any emeralds. And usually a hill this size doesn't really have any. And we're not going down into, we only have one mine. And so emeralds is like, we won't have any. We won't have any unless we trade for them, or unless something like that happens, we won't have any. So as I said, either I'm going to go down and dig out some of this stuff here, maybe get rid of this island, make all of this into cobble right here, and put that island down. But I like that as a buffer. I kind of like it as a buffer right now for the market. See? That's a little waterfall that's picking up the light coming off of this mountain here. And she is at what stage of working on this? She probably needs cobble. Yep. So everyone is at a standstill. Whoa. Wow. Look at this. Oh my goodness. This is part of the level 2 of this building. This is a 1.5 right here. Those weren't there before. I like that. Wow. But yeah, this is Mr. Villager is saying that there are new prices now. Oh, look, she took down the oh, how interesting. She took down the wall that was built right here. Took that down. That's very curious. Yeah. Because there's path going out in that direction, so she's working towards that. And you can see right here, see this part coming up, this piece of land coming up here is going to come down. All in this area. That tree is just, why don't we fix this tree right now? And bring this tree all the way down to here. Because that tree is going to end up being like this. Just like that. And so we might as well have it be like that right now. Maybe I want this one to still be here. And say, yeah. So Mr. Villager is the ambassador to villages. And Mr. Villager and I have been doing trades for a long, long time. I think since Emney Island, I think, in Prosino. Emney Island and Seabridge.
Yes.
Rosa Oru, yes, I know you need stone. So all the stone stuff that we need is dependent on our Gnarluk. So how much time do we have left? We're at the we're almost at the 2-hour mark. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait. Let me see if I can find the alchemist first. Let's see if someone came into town who can be the alchemist, and not the alchemist. We have an alchemist who can be the enchanter, because we need an enchanter for trade post. So who can be an enchanter and who can be a crusher? And I'm going to leave it this way. I know I gave up a crusher. He wants apples. I would give that to him if he has the ability, but he does not. So he's a kid. Let's come over here and see Rudy. And Rudy is also a kid. They're probably in the same class. And let's look here. And this is not a kid, Kylan. And let's see if Kylan is what we need. His largest amount is adaptability. And of the adaptability things that we need, adaptability and is it knowledge, adaptability, and stamina? There isn't such a thing. So Kylan has a huge skill that would be wasted here, so I'm not going to pick him. Did I look at Carmelo? I don't think I did. I've got lots of kids. And I did look at Kylan. And there goes someone right there. Let's see if I can catch this person as they go down into the town hall and sits right here. This is Callie. Now we have a Callie spelt differently, and this Callie is strength and adaptability, agility and adaptability. This is courier, and we can't take her right now because we would need more people. And Jude, wasn't Jude who I looked at first, and Cecilia. Hello, Cecilia. Let's look at her. Whoa, do you see what she wants? Dexterity, adaptability again. Here's a 29. But she doesn't have the others. She would need strength or athletics isn't up high enough, and knowledge and stuff, adaptability, and 31. So she is some kind of warrior, absolutely, with the mana like that. And that's all we have over here. Let's go over to the other side. Wait, why am I going over to the other side like this? Let's do something here. Let's do this. Let's get an axe. Remember, we're going to leave this. Let's get a pickaxe. These two. Let's take this away and this, and let's come right here, and let's come through here, and there we go. And let's take away this piece right here, and this leads us into this one. So we have the two tavern pieces right here, and they're both side by side. Right there. And this is where I would like to put the trade post piece, right in this section right here, where these two are coming together, right at this part right here. See how they're coming together here? So this would be a perfect place to put the trade post piece. But I can't, unless I put the trade post piece between these two tavern pieces. That's what I would have to do, put them between these two pieces. So put it right here like this. And that means I could use the hill one. The hill trade post piece will fit in between these two. And so we'll have the two tavern sections here, and then we'll have the other. Okay, so let's look at Everett. Everett just wants bread, and he's a kid. So we have a bunch of kids visiting. Langston, hi Langston. And I don't have anyone, and of course, because this is only a level 2 on this side, We have these, the ones who are level 2s over here. And then we have Genesis. What a beautiful, whoa. 12 ender pearls. I don't think you're going to get that. Wow. I would begin to think that she's a thief. I would. She has what I need, I think. See the 21 knowledge and 21 mana? Hold on. Do I want to risk the possibility that she is in fact an enchanter with mana and knowledge at 21? Focus at 25. I like this combination. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to pay her price. Now, if she is a thief, what's going to happen is, look, see diamonds on her shoes? If she is a thief, when she leaves the outskirts of the city, in her bag, instead of having pearls, she'll have sand. And she's like, well, maybe I don't want it then. Maybe I don't want to do it then. Maybe, if you're going to. So let's see. But she is in fact an actual, oh, this is perfect. Okay, so let's come here. I don't think she's going to sleep on this side. So let's put her on this side for a minute. And we'll come in here. With Violet, she's going to be over here. This is our new alchemist. Genesis is her name. Jenny, Genesis. And we're going right up here to this building, and we're going to get her to be I keep saying alchemist and I mean enchanter. Why do I have those mixed up in my head? I keep saying alchemist and I mean enchanter. See, she's an enchanter, 2121, perfect starter enchanter, and she's going to be right here. This is going to be her place, and she's like, great, there's no place to sit. Oh, I guess I could sit here. And then we're going to have her live somewhere. Now, we have people living here. This is Carter and Maisie. Carter is the librarian, and Maisie is the builder who works right there. And then we have, over here, we have the doctor, Pedro, and Tatiana, the combat nurse, living here. And so they're living in this house right here. We're going to have a place for, Tatiana is essentially part of the university area here, and we could have Tatiana live in housing specifically for the university. 16 emeralds for a leather coat. That's because you haven't shared the goods catalog. Yeah, I'll say you haven't, because those prices are pretty outrageous. Those are much higher than the prices that we have paid in the past, and I recognize that times change and things get more expensive, but right now, yeah, we're not interested at this particular moment in those things. And 3 emeralds for 2 cobblestone. 2 cobblestone. Emeralds for 2 cobblestone. When I could just go over here. And this is why I'm not paying that price. Because I can go right here. Right to this rock right here that you can't see in the dark. And just go ahead and pick cobblestone. Just go ahead and dig cobblestone myself. So I'm not paying a price like that. I would pay for, there are things that I would pay for, but not cobblestone. Not common stone. If you had calcite and I wanted to pay for it, maybe I would do that. But he's being very silly. Or very villager, one or the other. But absolutely not. Yeah. So, okay, so we now have 2 beehives here, which means that this is not a level 3. And I think that he can work on this. Let's see if he needs cobble for this. Let's look at the build. He doesn't need any cobble for, oh, framed, there it is right there. Chiseled stone brick. I don't think we have any chiseled stone brick left. If we don't, he can't work on that yet. Oh my goodness gracious. That is just so funny. Yeah, and this is what's going to happen with the United States, because we're just going to go to China. 3 emeralds. The first prize, 3 emeralds for a stack of cobblestone. Sounds like a fair price to me, and I would pay that. And our Narluk will give me that. And so let's come here and let's look at, what was that? That was chiseled, C-H-I-S. So we have chiseled stone brick. So he could get that piece. So let's see what's holding him up from the building, this building. I think he needs stone. We could have him stop building that. But I might as well go ahead and get the stone, because everyone's going to need it.
Can I help you?
And what is this? See, this is stone brick. And so we need so much cobble right now. We need like a full chest. This is your last offer? Take it or leave it? See ya. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to come here. We're going to save and quit to title. Quit game. We're going to go to CurseForge and we're going to change to our other game. So we're going to come here and we're going to go to 21 where our Narluk is. And we're going to come here, we're going to put play down, and then we're going to go to the launcher and change to 21 without. So now we have 21 Neoforge without trade post. And we're going to hit the play button. We're going to visit our Narluk. And the launcher is loading the game. And so we're just going to show people today what we're talking about. Blay the Ninth has updated cooking for blockheads. Interesting. This morning. And so we will update that next time. Oh, that's right. We didn't do some updates that are here. So this is, so this doesn't have the latest Minecolonies. Or the latest, I should have updated, but I would have had to have done it really carefully. And all we're doing is just visiting for a moment. And so there goes the, it's getting all of the plans, and it's still loading the game. It's loading 19 without trade post. And there we go. And so now we can proceed. Oh, we're going to get heat. The heater is going to come on again. What? Wow. And now we're going to our Narluk. And let's see where we are. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. We are in our Narluk. And let me just pause here for a second to get rid of CurseForge. Get CurseForge to go away. And let's bring down the skill set for a minute. Take it or leave it. 3 emeralds per stack. Okay. I'll buy 1 stack. But here we are. This, ladies and gentlemen, is our Narlook. This is the underwater, under the glacial seas Druid sanctuary. And we are walking through underwater, this underwater sanctuary that was made for Druids. And we are in the work area here. Now we do have one of the three warehouses for this city. This sanctuary is located right here, and we can look and see how much cobble is here. And there is none in this building. Wouldn't that be interesting if cobble became a thing? It was worth it. You just enjoyed doing that? I'm sure you did. 3 emeralds per stack is perfect. And we have emeralds here, so we can get the emeralds. And I need 9 stacks of cobblestone, so I will get you that amount of emeralds from our Narlook. So hold on for a second. We're going to the second warehouse, which is located right here. This is actually the main warehouse. Yes, I know. I know you were having so much fun. Oh my goodness. So let's sort this and let's look here.
Doing the rounds.
Doing the rounds? That's good. That's good, Evelyn. I'm glad to hear that. Let's come here and look for emeralds. ALD. There aren't any here. Let's look for cobble. And we've got 2,700 cobble here. So let's look for a second. Let's go upstairs. They're not really building. Let's look for the indicator. I don't see an indicator downstairs. No, I'm looking. And I don't see an indicator, so that means the indicator is upstairs, right? Yep. Let's come to the elevator, go upstairs, and look for the indicator for it. And there it is. I'm going to cough. Hold on. Yeah, that's how loud the air is. The air conditioning is here. So here's a stack right here. Set of 9. We're going to take these. But I promised to buy some, so I will buy some from. I'll buy 9 from you. I just have to get the emeralds. And we'll take this set right here, from here, and we'll put it in a thing. So that'll give you 36 emeralds. And there aren't any emeralds in this shop, so we're going to go to the other shop. How are we doing that now? We're taking one of the, oh, I know how we're doing it. We're taking one of the little scrubs. So let's come here. We're taking a specific scrub, which means we have to go to the couriers, and we can take a scrub from there to the other warehouse. So from here? No. From the other side. From this side. So, yep, this is a city that's working perfectly. And we'll come here, and we're going to take this scrub. Right here. I can't get to it from that side. That's for another scrub coming in. Did you hear that? We've got a villager someplace in here. So right here, see, we can come down and get into this scrub. So from right here, let's go to here. Let's take that, close that. Let's come over to waypoints, and we're at one of the courier scrubs, the logistics scrubs, and we're going to take it to the second makers area, this one. And so we'll go right now, and we just got out of a scrub that's right here. See that entrance right there? There's a scrub there. And we can come over here, and we have a chest here that has some food in it. What's in here? That's going to our Narloop, but this chest is empty, so we're going to put the cobble in here. That's the cobble that's going to the new town, Jalapari. So we can put that cobble in there. So we're going to have 3 loads of cobble for Jalapari, and then we need for Mr. Villager 36 emeralds. Let's hope we have them here. E-M-E-R. And we do. We have more than enough emeralds to give him. So let's come here and let's get 36 emeralds. There's 47. So let's bring it down to 36. And there we go. So that's 3 emeralds per stack. And 9 stacks? That doesn't sound right, does it? Hold on a minute. Let me get in. There's something wrong with my math. I think there's something wrong with my math. So let me come here and let's look at 3 times. I'm going to check my math right now. Oh, it's 27. 3 times 9 is 27, actually. So 27. We give you the amount of stacks of the next resource that you need for no emeralds if you promise us something. Now it's 6 emeralds per stack. 6 emeralds per stack of cobble. I still think that's too much for cobblestone. It's too much for cobblestone. 3 emeralds per stack for something you can get out of the ground so easily. I prefer that price. But I will give you the 36 because I thought it was that. And we'll throw in we'll do that price. The 36 for 9 stacks of cobble. Take it or leave it. That's what we're doing. You're going to get 36 emeralds for 9 stacks of cobble. It's okay? Okay. And so we've got his 36, and we're going to put that in a chest. We need to put that in the chest to take to Jalapari. Is this chest empty? Yes. So we'll put it in here. So those things are in a chest to go to Jalapari right now. And Mr. Villager is going to give us a 4th row of cobble. So this is the second maker's area here. Is there anything else that we needed on that list? We could look and see how much calcite there is here. I don't think we have a lot. We didn't use it. We are using concrete instead. Let's look here and look for calcite. I don't think we're going to find any. Yeah. Because we didn't need it. Calcite's rare. Now, if you were offering me, I would give you, and let me take some emeralds. Let me get some more emeralds from here, because I'm telling you right now, for calcite, for 2 stacks of calcite, I will give you, let's look at the emeralds, M-E-R. I will give you 2 blocks of emeralds for 2 stacks of calcite. I will give you 2 blocks of emeralds. That I will give you. It told me that the emeralds were here. Oh, yes, they are. There they are. 1, 2. Keep the other deal. Resources for promise. Let's go into politics. So you heard what I said, right? For 2 stacks of calcite, I will give you 2 blocks of emerald. Right there. And 36 emeralds for 1 stack of cobble. 2 rare and 2 limited. Okay, so you can't give it. That's why I'm giving you 2 blocks. I'm giving you 2 whole blocks of emerald for that. So that's 9 emeralds per stack of calcite. It's too rare for that. 2 blocks. What about 2 blocks per stack of emeralds? So 18 emeralds for a stack of calcite. What does that sound like? See, that's what I would pay big money for. I would pay for that. 18 emeralds, 2 blocks for a stack of calcite. But you prefer 4? You'll pick it, but you prefer 4? Okay, I'll get you 4. I'll do 4 stacks. 4 blocks. Let's come here and sort. And let's go to here and get emerald. I know what I'm doing. I'm giving you 9, 4 times 9, and I think that's the 36. Let's see, 4 times 9. Yeah, that's the 36. So I'm giving you 36. Sorry about that, I needed to cough. Did I find it? Yes. I'm giving you 36 emeralds, which is 4 blocks for a stack of calcite. So I'm doing that, so get 2 more. And then I'm giving you 36 emeralds for 9 stacks of cobble. And that's how I'm doing it. So what do you say to that? This is yours right here. If I can have a stack of calcite and 9 stacks of cobble. Are you satisfied with that deal? Okay, then we can go home. All right, so we're going to go back to Jalapari. It's been very nice visiting here. And Anarluk is perfectly happy to give us this, because the cities all help each other. And we'll do it like that. So now we're going to head to a ship. Let's head to a ship. And we can get on our way. I think we're going to take a balloon back. And so we're going to come down this hall. This is the main hall in our Narluk. And we're going to head for the balloon platform. The balloon platform, which is at the Trees Hotel in Narluk. And so we're headed in that direction. We're watching peacekeepers. I think those are actually explorers who are doing maneuvers. Let's cut through the warehouse again. And we have a deal. Excellent, excellent. So those things are yours. And we will show those things showing up in. So this is the Dungeons and Dragons game that Mr. Villager and I play. Because these are across instances, we cannot actually trade for real in the world. Not yet, anyway. I'm looking forward to the day when we can do that. Trade Post is going to help a little bit with that, but for right now, we're going to do it as a Dungeons and Dragons. So those things were removed from the warehouses in Narluk, and they are on their way to Mr. Villager. The emeralds and the cobble that we got from Narluk is on the way to. Now, we could take the submarine. Ooh, I think I want to take the luxury submarine back. Let's get her for a second.
Need something?
Yes, I do. I need a ticket. I need a ticket. I know you're asleep.
Need something?
Yeah. Are you going to be able to give me a ticket? I can recall her to here. Let's recall Elaine. I'm sorry to wake you up, Elaine.
I'll take care of it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So even though she was very sleepy, she got me a ticket on this beautiful submarine, and we're going to use it back. The staff is not on yet. This is where the driver is. This is where the crew sleeps, right here. This is where luggage goes. This is where our cobble and stuff is going to be transported to us. It's going to go on this ship. And I'm going to take one of these doubles right here because I feel like it. That means I have a double bed up above. That's the bed. You could almost see it. There it is. The bed at night comes down over top of this seat, and you go to sleep. And these close up. These walls close up, and I'll give an example of what happens when they close up. Let's come here. And wait. Let's come here and let's close this wall right here. And so when the door is closed, it looks like that. And that's the way this passenger area works. And then over here, I'll be able to use the dining car right here and sit down and eat. And for the trip, I'll be able to come through here and sit in this area, and we'll be able to look at the view as we go out to sea and then come around. So we're going to go out to sea, and then we're going to take the rail back. Now we don't have the rail fully done yet, so we're just going to have to take a caravan back over to Jalapari right now. So we're going to sit here, and we're going to wait for the staff to come on, and we're going to go back to Jalapari. So let's get CurseForge to come up again. And now we're going to go to Trade Post, our Trade Post instance, which is Jalapari. And we'll come, the game is loading. So we'll wait for the game to load. And now we're going to wait for it to be launched. So the launcher is loading Minecraft NeoForge 21 for Jalapari. So it'll just be a second or two to do that. And then we'll have 4 rows of cobble that we can add to the warehouse from that deal. And Mr. Villager will have 4 blocks and 36 emeralds and so we are now loaded, and so we're going to load the instance of Jalapari right now, and I'm going to have CurseForge go away. Quit CurseForge. And there we are back. And here we are back in the town hall, and it is early in the morning. It's morning and everyone is just getting up and going to work. And let's go to the warehouse and let's put in the stone. I'm going to put a portion of the stone. I'm not going to wait for couriers. I'm going to put a portion of the stone into the brickyard so that he can start it right away. So out of 9 cobble, we're going to take 2 stacks.
I heard a whistle that time.
2 stacks of cobble and put in here. So we'll put one here, and we'll put one here. We have plenty of coal, so he'll get more coal. And as he gets the coal, that'll be completed. And there he is. And let's put the rest of it in the warehouse. So this is the warehouse right here. So we're going to have 4 rows of cobblestone minus 2 stacks. So let's come someplace where we can put 4 rows. We can put 4 rows right here. Let me see if this one will give me 4 rows here. This gives me 3 rows, and then the garlics are in the rest. And so yeah, we're just going to have to use, oh, I know, maybe upstairs there's room. You accept the proposal for the next deal. What do I have in mind? I don't know yet. I don't know what I'm going to need for that. I don't know. And the calcite. I forgot about that. Where am I going? Why did I go out the building? I got confused. Hold on. Let's come here. Let's go upstairs. I was supposed to be going upstairs. I'm looking for some place where I can put the 4 rows together. This is what I want right here. There we go. All right, so I need cobble. So let's come here. We'll put this up. We'll put this up here. We'll put these 2 things away. We don't need the wool. We'll let it go. And we'll put this here. Put this here and these 2. And the other things we can put in here. So we can put a piece of wool here for right now. We can put this there. I'm going to cough. Hold on. So here's what we got. So let's get the cobble. So we got 3 stacks of cobble, 3 rows of cobble from our Gnarlook. So we're going to take 3 rows of cobble here and put them here. Now in a Gnarlook, those crates that have this will go away, and we'll move into. So there's the first row of that, and then let's come down. So we have 3 more rows of cobble. 1. Hey, we would be mining otherwise, and this is the type of this is the way I want it to appear, that all of these people are working together, including the villagers, to get things. Did you see him come for the cobble? That was him coming to get cobblestone. 2, 3. So those are the 3 that we got from our Gnarlook. This 3 rows are the 3 rows that we got from our Gnarlook. And now we are going to put the row from Mr. Villager of cobble, which we just took 2 away from to give to Sean in the brickyard. So we're only going to put 7 here. And that takes care of that. And we got a stack of calcite. And the calcite right here, and this is calcite, natural block. And we now have a stack of it, and we're putting it here as well. And there we go. So now our builders will be able to continue building. And Mr. Villager is rich. Well, probably not rich. But you have more. Let's say you have more. And so now the builders can continue their projects. And you can see here that this is turning into a level 4, a 3. Oh, I wish. A level 3. So this is what he's working on, what Cash is working on. And Juliana is helping. She's making stuff. Let me see if she has any cutter pieces that need to be cut. Sure enough. So this is what, Juliana's not going to do this. This is Marcos. Marcos is going to make these pieces. So we're going to bring Marcos over here and look at these cutter pieces right here, and he's going to make them. So select, so that's spruce wood, and stone brick. So teach this. And this one is spruce wood also, teach that. And now we have to teach him to make spruce wood, because I don't think he knows how. So there's the spruce wood right there. So we're going to teach spruce wood. Since we're at it, why don't we teach oak wood, birch wood, and dark oak wood. We should have dark oak wood. Not jungle, we won't use that as much, but dark oak wood. I don't want to fill him up too much, remember, because he's only a level 3. So even with the research that we did from the university has allowed him to have 50 at level 3. So that's pretty good. We could do more research to get him to be able to have more recipes. But that's what he has so far. And Harper's fine. Harper has in her field of trees over here. She's got oaks. And she is cutting down oak as we speak. She has birch. And she has spruce, of course. And she has dark oak right here. So she's got a bunch of trees that she can cut down. This right here that we're looking at right here is... Oops, I made something go away that I didn't want to go away. Let me see what this is. Wait, I clicked on that by mistake. What is this? Is this dirt? I thought that didn't look like dirt. Okay, so this is coarse dirt here. And this is a full one here. So let's put that in. And let's take this and put this right here. Oops. So it goes just up to the dye shop from here, like that. And I'm good with that. This is really for the couriers to be able to move a little bit easier through this area. And we can see Santino outside watching the sunset right now. See? He's watching the sunset. It's beautiful, Santino. I agree. It's gorgeous. Especially through the trees like that. Isn't that a gorgeous picture? We're going to put this picture. Wow. And now Santino's going home. So he's going to his house. And let's come back here. I'm going to look. So now he's going to finish this farm piece. But I think I canceled him doing that. I think he's going to start working on these fields back here. And sure enough, he has. See that right there? That's him working on the field. So see this right here? Let's put this away. We don't need these. We have those in the place. Kind of a way to re-inject emeralds back into your own economy. Excellent. And I'm glad of that. That was very fun, Mr. Villager. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed us haggling in the marketplace. That was just perfect. That was perfect. Thank you for that experience. That was wonderful. Let me get an axe, a shovel. I might need an axe, so I might need this, so we'll put these here. Wait, is this a new dining hall? It most certainly is. It is a new dining hall in the farm country. And this is what we needed the calcite for. When this dining hall is brought up to a level 3, it's going to start asking for calcite. At least I hope it's calcite and not dacite. It's calcite, isn't it? I think so. Let's look here at the build. Polished diorite. But no, not at this level. Okay, so it just needs diorite. We have diorite, so he'll be able to work on that. But he's got 2 other projects, 3 projects right now, so he's not going to do it. And then right here is the new chef's kitchen, right here. And we need our chef to start cooking us some steaks. So I think I'm going to go and get some raw meat from the warehouse and put it in Jasmine's ovens. Did you hear the horse? Where's the horse? I hear the horse. Are you up on the hill? That's actually the horse, but I don't see them. Where are you? I just heard you. Are you back in the field? So yeah, oh yeah, we're supposed to be taking that down, but I want to start the steaks so that I can do the research so we can get more people. because right now we can only get 2 more people. I'm not going to go that far above the 50. I want to save jobs for the kids to do. That'll take care of most of the jobs that we need. We still need some druids, and we'll be able to do that. But let's come here and let's look for beef. And we have a fair amount. So we can get the beef. Wait, I didn't look for the indicator. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it is downstairs. There is beef in the downstairs part of the warehouse. So we'll go down. How can you do a good job? Animal brush. Ooh, that would be neat. Oh, I have to think about that. That would definitely be cool. An animal brush for the pet shop. I'm going to get some coal just in case she doesn't have any. Nope, not coal. She needs birch. So let's do this. Birch slab. And there is none in the warehouse. There's 26 logs. There's a ton of leaves, so those can be composted. We're kind of low on birch, but I'll take let's find the birch for a minute. Let's see if I see it. There it is, over there. She's gonna have to make some more birch, cut down some more birch trees. Right now we have this. Wow, that's not a lot. We might need to get some birch from one of the other cities. We can definitely get birch from Petit Hamalakut, which is in an old growth forest. And even though, well, no, we wouldn't use the old growth. So we would get it from our Narluk because our Narluk can grow it in their hydroponics. They have beautiful, beautiful underground tree farms, underwater tree farms, and they can grow it there. And what am I doing? I'm getting, let's see how much we get from that. That's good. And let's do this. And that gives us enough. So I'll put back this piece here. Let's go to inventory and put this back and this. And we'll take this with us. Actually, let's take both of these with us so that we can get the stakes, so that we can do the research to get more people. We have enough housing. You won't do it blue because it will look too much like plastic. And you don't even have oil to start with in the game. Well, you're going to have to go to the Mermaid Nation of Ta'ana and see what they're using that in replace of plastic. Remember that they're using some sort of plastic-like material to add to the concrete to make it more waterproof and lighter. That's one of the things in the story, that's what the nation of Ta'ana has given to, the Mermaid Nation has given to the Druid sanctuary so that they could make that building. They did it for Seabridge, for the capital, Seabridge, which is an underwater city near the capital of Ta'ana, near the nation capital of Ta'ana, and that's where we had the first underwater city, and that's Seabridge. And where am I going now? Oh, I know where I'm going. I was going to the right place. We're going to Jasmine. We're going to use Jasmine's ovens to cook the steak. Now, the steak is not on the menu, so they're not going to eat it. So we can cook it safely in 2 of her ovens. So let's make that oven full and cook it here. And then right here, we can fill this up and put that here. Okay, and then over here, Let's see if this oven, yeah, this oven needs. And that just leaves her this amount right here. She probably has it over here. Yeah, she's got some 62. She's got a bunch over here. She didn't really need any more. But we'll, and I think because she doesn't need all of this, she only needs the 3. We're going to take this 51 to the new restaurant, dining hall, and chef, and give it to them. So that's going to take a while. So we'll come up and we'll go over to the new dining hall. Do we want to sleep? The sun's coming up. Can we sleep? It might be too late. Oh, we are just going to make it. We're just going to make it to sleep. So let's come here. Let's close the door. Let's come down here. And let's hop into bed. And there we are. Dun, 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 dun. Classic wooden with yellow strings. That sounds cool. That would be nice. That sounds like a good brush. It definitely does. Let's look at the marketplace and see what's available, and then we'll go. There's Violet, poor Violet. Violet is still commuting to the other side of town to work in her flower shop. Let's see what's here. We have 24,000, and we're just getting rope and cod today. That's all we're getting. And yarn. It's yarn. Yeah. Yellow strings, yarn, straw. You mean for a brush? Wouldn't it be bristles? Wouldn't it be like straw? What did they make? Like brooms are made out of. Brooms used to be made out of straw. Hi, Mia. So they probably made, oh, there's a trader. What's the trader selling? Let's see. So the trader is selling Sika and lime color and ferns and tropical fish for 5. I think we have a better price for tropical fish. That's what he's selling. So very interesting. So we're going to go to the other dining hall for a minute. Yarn is what you knit sweaters with. We're cutting through the dye shop to come over to the new dining hall, and then we'll go down into the kitchen. And we might as well set this now. So we'll come down here, and we'll come over, and let's go to minimum stock, and let's add slab, birch slab, 3 stacks. There we go. And that way they won't run out. And we'll put that there. Now when we do the perpetual stew, when we add stuff, we'll have to add individual stacks to make sure that they don't take these things and use them to make the stew with. That if they do use them, like beef for example, they have to leave 5 protected stacks in the warehouse, and that's what that is. So perpetual stew added. Every time we come, we'll add some more things, but just because we were looking at that right now, we can do that. I'm in the dining hall. Let's come to the front door. Oh yeah, these got turned around because he made a level 2. I turned these this way. They're turned the wrong way. For the server, would be serving the alcohol here, serving the drinks, let's say the drinks here, and then bringing them around and giving them to the people in the dining hall right here like this. So that's why I turned those around. And boom. And every time Josiah updates this, he turns them back. He's like, no, they, people, yeah, nah. So, Cash is working on the farm, the tree farm right here, which is the forester. He's working on this building right here. And when he's done working on this, when this is a level 3, he'll begin working on the house back here. And I think what we can do, oh, wait, why is no one living here? Violet can live here. Hold on. Poor Violet. There we go. 158 blocks she's walking every day to get to the flower shop. So we're going to have her live here, which is really beautiful because she's the flower shop owner. And in her garden, we're not going to have food. We're going to have flowers in her garden. She's going to be growing flowers in her garden. And then we're going to have another house right here. How much time do we have? About 15 minutes. All right. So there we go. So we solved the problem that we were out of cobblestone. And so all the builders now can continue their builds. And we're going to go over here because we haven't solved the problem of this yet. I used, milk they're right. Milk is not necessarily good. Even with the chocolate in it, it's not necessarily good for what I'm doing right now, for doing a lot of talking. So this is infrastructure, roads, corner, alt 3. I wish I knew if I come here and say repair. You see it's not showing me anything. Oh, and I know why it's not, because I'm outside of the city. That's why it's not showing me. So I don't know what this is. I don't remember where I got this from. Now I have a thing here so that I can look again and see if I can figure out where I got that piece from. From now on, I'm going to have a place where it's written, where I can actually read it. Not just scribbled, but actually written down. Shire Rail Tunnel, and we didn't use the Shire Rail Tunnel. And straight have gatehouse. I don't think that's gatehouse piece rail. And so it's not that. And oh, the light's out. You're right. You're absolutely right. Yummy. So let me come here and look. Yeah, so this is all scribble. And from the scribble, I can't find what it is that I need. I can't find which one I used. And I've looked through a bunch of them and I haven't been able to find it. So I'm going to hope that maybe Mr. Villager recognizes where this is from and that he will know, so that we can continue making this road right here beg your pardon, I apologize. And sure enough, there's the heater coming on. It's actually chilly here today. It's chilly enough that the heater is coming on. That is really interesting. All right, so I just need 2 more pieces of this, and I don't have them. So let me get a tool, and let's put it here. And do I need anything else right now? Let's see, Frontier or Minecolonies Original. Okay, so let's look at Minecolonies Original and see if it's actually there and I just missed it. So let's come here, let's go to Original, OG. And let's come here and let's look at Infrastructure, Rails. Rail corner. Yeah, it's not. See? That's the rail in OG. Unless it's roads, streets, long road, level 3. Nope, it's not. And let's look at infrastructure miscellaneous. Nope. Rail. Nope. It's not even single rail. See there's no single rail, it looks like in here. Rail, bridge, rail, all of these are all doubles. So it's not original. And let's go to fundamental roads. Lamppost, simple. Let's look at simple, and let's look at a simple straight. And then we get that. So it's not that. Let's look at frontier for a minute. I have lost it completely. Frontier. And we'll look here. And let's go to infrastructure, rails. Long rail is the big thing that they have, which has the rail underground. And see, there's road on top and rail underground. We're not doing this. Oops, wait. Let's come back to infrastructure. Roads, unless it's a road piece, long road piece, level 3. No, it's not. See what the road looks like? So it's not a road piece. And rail and districts, that's just stuff. And so it's not one of those. Maybe Shire or Shire Additions. Shire Additions. I don't think Shire Additions has road. Fundamentals, infrastructure, roads. Oh, that would be interesting. Narrow. No. Wide. Nope, those are just stairs. In the roads, all it has in infrastructure is stairs. And it doesn't have anything else. And so let's go to just plain Shire for a minute. Shire, wait, I went to Shire Addition. Switch, Shire proper, which is down here. And let's look at roads for a second. Let's look at rails, overground, long, and that's what it looks like. And see, this is why I know it's not. Okay, and so let's switch to, it's not Shire Additions, it's not that. I just thought of something. Let's look at Old English for a second. I don't think Old English has trains, but I'm going to look at decorations right here. Other, player house and town square, roads. Yeah, no, we're using these roads. These are the roads that we're using in town. We're using those. So it isn't. I was hoping maybe that I had missed it in some kind of way, but I have not. All right. I don't know where it is. Isn't that all? That's just, I just have no idea. None. I don't think they have roads, but let me see for a second. Rail, single track. Yeah, it's definitely not this. But this is what we're going to use for the tunnel. We're going to use this to tunnel through the Cherry Hills. And this will be really nice. I actually like that for the tunnel through the mountains. And that's going to be good. Have you tried Frontier? I have tried Frontier. We'll go back and try it again. But maybe it's, I just tried Frontier just a minute ago. Let's do Colonial. Let's look at Colonial for a minute and see if maybe I didn't look enough. Colonial has roads and a long straight, looks like that. Now that's the one that we're using outside of the gatehouse. We use that road. You think urban savanna? Let's look at urban. That would be interesting if it was urban savanna. That's the only one that I think I haven't checked. Roads and road, simple, basic road, straight, no, road, simple, no. So the roads, yeah, nah. So not that kind of road. Let's come back to infrastructure. That's roads. Let's look at rail. Let's go to rails and look at a straight, rail straight piece. Looks like this. And rail, I don't think there's any rail, single rail bridge. Nope. So it's not urban. And let's come back here. So we looked at roads, rail, subway is going to be underground, and it's double track. So switch. Yeah, I know. Where'd I get it from? Or Minecraft doesn't have roads. I'm almost positive that it doesn't. So we have infrastructure. Wait. No, yeah, see, it doesn't. It has the underground rail, which is actually kind of cool. So, birch. You think maybe urban birch? Maybe so, urban birch. When I find it, I'm writing it down. And let's come to infrastructure, rail. A railroad straight. Yeah, no, urban has the brick laid into it, and it looks like this. And even though that is a kind, it's not the one that we wanted to use. It's not the one that I have below. It's not cavern, and it's just so crazy. I have no idea either. It is so crazy that I can't find it. I used it once, and I can't find it again. It's definitely not cliffs. Arcology doesn't have rail. See, pathways and walls, that's arcology. It doesn't have any decorations, it only has supplies. So it doesn't have any rail. And Hive has all the rail. I'm almost positive that Hive rail is in, yeah, see, it doesn't even have rail included. It's kind of like cliff style, and where the rail is included in the build. And so it doesn't have anything that remotely resembles. See, this is what it looks like. This is what a Hive road piece looks like. Has all those things. So let's make that go away. Let's go back. And this is what I did the last time where I was looking. How could I have lost it? If you know what it is, please put it in the comments. Please put it in the comments what this is. I know it's not Byzantine. Byzantine uses brick. It's not ancient Athens. They both use brick. And this is just stone and chiseled stone. And it's not the new trade post. We saw theirs, and they used their special block. So it's not any of that. We looked at urban savanna. It's not Space Wars. Why would I have even looked at Space Wars? But let's look at infrastructure. Let's look at rail. Let's look at simple. Let's look at ground. Simple over ground. And it uses sandstone. So now we know that it's definitely not that, because it uses sandstone. So let's go back. How could I have lost it? It's so freaky. Unless it's hills. But why would hills use a different infrastructure? There is no infrastructure in hills, so we don't have to worry about that. Who could it be? Did I look at urban? I thought I did. Yes, because urban has the brick in it, so it isn't. So I looked at colonial, I looked at urban, I looked at, I've run out of things. I've looked at Caledonia. Is it stalactite? No. No. Okay, so it's not anything like that. And they're the ones that have the stairs that we're using, but they don't have in the roads. Yeah, they don't have. So, that's stalactite caves. And let's switch. Not surprised. Yes. Yeah, stalactite is the dwarven one that's pretty intense. All right, I'm going to take a chance that maybe it's fortress in some kind of way. Infrastructure, rails, long rail 1. Nope. And let's go back to above the ground. Nope. And even 3, see, that's just not it. That's the rail. So they're putting the rail underground in fortress. And adapters and fields and roads. The long path, level 3. Ah, no wonder I can't find it. It's a path in fortress. Nope. Right this second, I'm writing it right down right here. Oh my God, I was never going to find it. It's a fortress path. Wow. It's a fortress. Thank you, Mr. Villager. That helped. Fortress path. Wow. Who would have imagined level 3? And that's what we're using for the rail out here. This is why we don't have any cobble left, because we're building these pieces out here, and they are taking a lot of stone. Turn this around. Wait, turn this back around so that it matches, and then put it down, and that matches. So there's the next piece, and then the next piece is going to be inside the tunnel. So this is the only other piece that we need to put here, is this super long, which is thank you, Fortress, for these beautiful long pieces here. And so we can construct this, and there we go. So now I need a tunnel entrance to put in here. This was one of your guesses? It was? Cool. Well, you helped because you thought it was, and you were absolutely right. So here we go. So now I need a tunnel. So I didn't think about the way this is right here. So when we put a tunnel here, we were talking about using the, how much time? Oh, we're out of time, but hold on. Trade post. The trade post tunnel. So let's look at the train tunnel for it. This is a single track. Let's look at the double track. If we do a double track and make it go into one track, we can do a double track through the rail, but then I may have to make it look like it goes into one track. I can do that at the beginning and the end of both, and I think I want to do that. So right here, we're going to take track and make it go into a single track, or we'll have it be a double track through here, and at each end have the track go into a single track. I think I like the idea of that. So this is the entrance to the tunnel to go through the mountain, and this is the beginning of us tunneling through. And this is why I want to use the trade post one. It's actually quite pretty constructed and looks like this. So when we have this part here, This is going to be interesting because I want to do something. Wait, what's X? This is still up. X. There we go. I want to do something that makes it look like they cross over. And I don't know how I'm going to do that just yet, but I want to make it look like this part crosses over over here. And there's a single, but I don't know how to do that. Let's have it do that for right now. And we need something that looks like a cross here. And I think that we could do that. So we need a switcher right here. We need a track switch so that it switches from one track to the other. And let me look at train rail tracks for a second. Rail. And let's see if we have something that looks like it's the activated rail might look like it's one of these that switches. So why don't we do that? Because it looks like it switches, like they can switch trains right there. So we'll do that for that piece. And then we're going to try, now I want to see what happens if we just do a single tunnel right here. So let's come out, let's get trade post, let's go to infrastructure, rails, and we're just going to do the single track now. And let's put it through right here. Whoops, it got away from us. So see how it's running through the middle. Hold on, let's bring it back. Let's bring it down and let's match the track. So it would be here like this. So I guess we wouldn't have it. I guess we wouldn't have this track at all. We're just going to use this piece right here to bring the two together. And let's come here and let's do this. Constructed. So see, we can see now that the tunnel is doing that. So let's take this wall, let's X, right here. So see where this is right here? And have this go like this, right in this spot. So there's a little station here, like for people to get on. For people to get on the train or something. Isn't that cool? It looks like a little station area where people to get off and on, right in that spot right there. And I like that a lot. Let's bring this over, all the way over to here. And then we have this area here. And we can bring this out. So it almost looks like a train stop. Like it looks like the train stops here. And that's the end of that part. And so that's what it looks like. Dun, dun, dun. And then this is going to go completely through to the other side. So that is what we will work on next time. Let me do something here. I'm going to put away my tools so I can put these right here. Let's put this here, put this down. Actually, this goes here, this goes here. And let's take this down. Let's put the build tool up. These two go here. I'm sorting out my backpack before I leave. Let's make all of this go away. It going back into my library. And there we have it. We are looking at the beginning of the tunnel. And that looks great. That actually looks great right there. So yeah, so this is the beginning of the tunnel through the mountain. And we're just going to document that through the Cherry Hills. And it's going to come out, Mr. Villager, have you forgotten? It's going to come out on the other side of this hill where we're going to have the trade post. The trade post outpost is going to be next to your village, which happens to be exactly over on the other side of this hill. Dun, 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 dun. And judging from what I just did, it's going to come straight through and come out of the mountain right in this area here. And isn't that going to be fun? And then we can have this area be where we're going to have it. So yes, we are getting much closer to being over to your village, being connected to your village and having an outpost there. And when we get connected to Mr. Villager's village, it will enable his villagers to come over and visit Jalapari, and at some point we will have some housing in Jalapari for villagers, the same way we do in our Narluk, and we will do that. But there's the top of the tunnel right there. That looks really nice. That looks really nice. Now see these are, let me look and see. So this is just diorite and polished diorite mixed together to make that pretty look. But this is something else. And this mixed stone, if we go and look for mixed, that they have a couple of mixed stones, Trade Post does, and this is absolutely, it's granite, it's diorite, it's andesite and cobble to make this mixed stone, and then you can make brick out of that mixed stone brick. And that's one of the new stones that exists because of that. You want a gated community? Wow. Well, that is a change of heart for the villagers in this area of the city, because in our Narluk, when we put you in one hallway of one apartment building, you felt like we were making a ghetto, that we were segregating you to that hallway. And it was like, no, we're just having a place where you have your work, you're living close to your jobs, and that's how we did it. Quite a way to make the resort finances go through the roof. Yeah, and so now the resort, and this is an interesting thing, the resort needs some things that I can't get yet, because here's something I don't know, Mr. Villager. I'm going to take an extra little bit of time. Vincentius, I'm just going to do the 3.5. I know I should be stopping, so I have the full 8 hours for
should be
laundry. I have to start. But I'm going to go the 3.5, because I want Mr. Villager to maybe tell me what this well thing is all about. I looked at Wiki, Mr. Villager. I can't find a single thing about this well that makes it make sense. It says that the well must be 2x2 water and 4x4 surround. And then what? What? Because does that mean you have to build a well? There's no well structure in Trade Post. Trade Post says you need a well, and they don't have a well in Trade Post. So what happened to the well? And that's the thing that I wanted to add. So I'm not going to stay. I just realized I'm running out of time for things that have to be done here on Earth. So let me see, am I holding a lamp? I am not. So let me back into the light right back here. I'm going to back into the light of the tavern for a moment. Yeah, there's no well. There's no well. And if there is, I couldn't find it. And I can show you right now. Let me get a build tool for a second. I can show you right now that I couldn't find a well as a part of Trade Post. And supposedly, just like the cauldron, the Stumelier's cauldron is a necessary piece. the well is actually a necessary piece. So let me come here. I'm going to change my view for a second back. And we've got a trader somewhere. And I hear the llamas. So let's come here. And let me take the build tool for. There they are. There they are. Okay, I knew I heard them. And let's take the build tool. And let's come to trade post. Let's go to trade post. Post. Trade. There we go. And let's look here. So in economics, where you'd think it would be, there's nothing. See the recycling center, the marketplace, none of them, there's no well. So in the regular crafts places, they have some buildings that they have actually to build. This apparently is one of their buildings. I'm going to have to get up and out so that I'm not in the way. And the only thing I can think is maybe that it is a part of a building. So this is a trade post Fletcher? Yes, it is. Level 5. And so I don't see a well as a part of the Fletcher. So the level 5 building, and there's no well. And let's come to the sawmill, level 5. And no well in here. So there isn't a place for a well. Let's see if there's a mystic site now. Trade post, mystic site. The enchanter, is there a well as a part of the enchanter building? There is not. The enchanter has this big huge tower, but no well. And then let's come back. So that's the enchanter, the graveyard, the mystic site. This is where you would think that the well would be, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? There's no well. So that's the mystic site for trade post. And let's come to mystic. Nether mine, military, infrastructure. It says rails, and we're using the rail part. And then it says pet work. And it has a dredge pit and a mushroom cave. And let's come over to horticulture. And the horticulture is just, let's look at a field. There's a field. There's the flower shop. In horticulture, let's see if there's a well as part of the flower shop. I don't see anything like it. So there isn't there. And plantation, it shouldn't be here. There shouldn't be a place where there would be a well. Level 5 looks like that. And let's go to so we're in horticulture, husbandry, the apiary, and let's come back. Chicken and fishers. That's water, but that's not a well. With the fishery right there. That's not a well. And so, yeah. And so, fundamentals, the tavern. I still don't have a well anywhere. It's an interesting tavern building, isn't it? It's very curious. That's the level 5 of the tavern. I almost wish that the resort looked like that. Let's look at the resort for a second. So in none of these, this is the resort right here, level 5, and it doesn't look like that. And I suppose this is supposed to be a beach bar right here. This is supposed to be water, and this is an underwater place for your people to look out and be underwater and look, and that's pretty cool. That is a very interesting idea. So yeah, and there's supposed to be accommodations and that kind of thing, but I don't see it well. I don't see it out. don't see it. So you've been with me. If you know where it is, you can put it in the down there. You can put it in the comments because I don't see it. I'm going to ask on Discord. They have a Discord trade post for Minecolonies has a Discord, and we'll just go to it when I get done with the stream right now. Listening to Drone Hands triumphant music there. He couldn't bring them inside. Look, so they're standing outside. So let's come over here, and I'm going to say goodbye for right now. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for looking at those last few things with me. And look at our blue sky that we have for today. There's our beautiful new tavern behind us, and the level 1.5 of the combat, actually of the competition center. We're not doing combat, so even the combat games that we play are essentially games like football and stuff. So here we go. Enjoy your games. Enjoy watching all the other gamers, and we'll be back. And here we go. Mr. Villager, thanks so much. Obrigado. And I will see you soon. Boa tarde. And here we go. Bye for now, everyone. Bye for now. Wait.